Hey, this is Stan with TopSurfer.com. It is Wednesday, May 31st, and it is time for Stan's Tip of the Week. So, today's tip of the week is I wanted to talk to you a little bit about page speed. So, you really want your websites to be as fast as possible. And one of the major reasons is because search engines want your website to be fast. However, they want it for good reasons to be fast. You're really in competition with every other website out there. And if your website takes 10, 15 seconds to load, then you've got a problem because the other page is going to load in 5 seconds. And people are getting used to having everything load really fast. Now, remember back when you would type in a website name or a website URL, and you'd turn around and start doing something while the web page loaded. I remember that when the internet first came out, or when I first got it, I had such slow internet connection that you would type it out, you turn around, start doing something else, and you turn back and check it. Okay, it's loaded. I can start fiddling with it, and do what I need to do. And now, if it's not loaded in 3 to 5 seconds, then it's slow. And there's a few things you can do to test this. One is Google's very own PageSpeed Insights tool, and basically just type in PageSpeed Insights, and that'll be the first result. You'll see it'll say developers.google.com. You can put in your website. I've got SEO checkbox in here, one of my other websites here, and you click Analyze. Now you can see I'm getting an 80 out of 100, which isn't really that bad because the things that remain are some of the things that I don't have much control over. There are a few things that I do need to fix, and I'm going to explain some of them here. So, for example, leverage browser caching. I can't do much with these because look at what I'm having trouble. Basically, what this is it's telling me, hey, you need to tell people's browser that when your website is loaded to cache it. And then it won't have to load it again next time. Well, I'm doing that with my website, but then I have third-party scripts on there, and those third parties aren't doing it on theirs. And look what one of them is. Google Analytics. Google Analytics is not being cached, and Google's telling me that, hey, you need to fix this, but I can't fix that. There's not really much I can do about it. So it's not that big a deal. But these are just some suggestions that Google's given me, telling me here's some things you can do to improve your speed of your website. So that's what they're trying to do, is trying to help me out here. Now, the main thing that I want to talk about is optimizing images, because really, I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, and we're coming up with bigger and bigger images. It used to be where we would just have a little image here, a little image there, but now we're doing these big sliders. We're taking up full pages. We're having all kinds of fancy effects, and we have these cool images in the background. And we have images that take up the whole screen, and those are slowing things down. But that's the new trend that we're following, is that people want a full width image on their site. And so how do we fix that? So it's still possible to optimize that image down enough to where Google's not going to complain about it. Now, Google only complains if it doesn't actually say here's your limit. It actually says that image is great and all, but it's bigger than it should be. So it's not complaining about size, it's complaining about how heavy the image is itself based on how heavy it should be. So, and we're talking resolution, we're talking just compression in general. Now, Google actually has a great fix for this. On this tool right here, the page that I just loaded, it doesn't do every website on my, or every page on my website. It's just doing this page alone. But you can see right here, you can download optimized images, JavaScripts, and CSS resources for this page. So I can click this and download it. Let me show you what I downloaded here. Just one second. Okay, so this is what I downloaded, and you can see it has my images here and some images here. It has my JavaScript files. It has the style sheets, and so it has everything here that I need to optimize this site as much as I can. So they've gone through and pretty much done everything that I can do. Now, if you have a WordPress website, there are scripts that you can, or plugins that you can use that can kind of optimize the site pretty good, and I am using one of those on this site here, but it still has a few things that aren't quite perfect. And if you do tweak those, sometimes you'll need to tweak them and check the site and see how it looks, and make sure that it doesn't mess up the site, because sometimes those tweaks will completely mess up the site. So you do have to be very careful with that. However, if you want to preemptively fix those images before Google complains about them, you can go in and you can optimize the images. Now, Google still might be able to say, or still might feel like, hey, we could still trim a little off that site. But if you just kind of want to just kind of take care of it and not really worry about what this Pagespeed tool says, but you just want to, optimize a huge image down, then one of the tools that I recommend that I like, it's really easy to use. I like how it works. It's called Optimizilla. And Optimizilla, basically, you just click up. You don't have to log in, nothing like that. You just go right here. You click upload files. You upload it. It compresses it. It says here it is. You click download. You can do like a bulk group of files as well and download all of them at once. So it's really pretty cool that way. And it does a really good job at compressing. Let me show you a few files. So here are these two files, both the same file. They're big files. They're 2200 pixels wide, and they're like 1400 pixels high. And you can see we've went from 2200 KB to 1500 KB. So we've compressed them pretty good. I believe it said it took 75% off, something like that. And so it did a pretty good compression, and if you were to look at the images they look the same. Now, in general, I don't like to go larger than 2200 pixels wide. I also make sure that it's set at 72 dpi, dots per inch. If you have control over that, then if you're able to fine tune your images with that, then do that by all means. It might be important if you are going to be designing up a website. It might be important to go get some decent software out there that can help you edit your images, just so you'll have some good control over that. But that's basically our tip of the week. Speed up your site, make your sites load fast. I still see sites that, as I go out and I test surf, I still see sites that take forever to load, and we have a 15-second timer, and if it hasn't loaded within that time, then there's probably a problem with that site. But anyway, hope you have a safe and happy week, and we'll see you at the top. Thanks.